Hello. Oh my gosh. That's a hot mic. That's a hot mic. Hello? Hello, 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 hello. Woo. That was a hot mic. I'm having a chicken Alfredo. I'm afraid I'm going to be eating some chicken Alfredo on stream. 1,000 apologies. Coming in hot. Coming in real hot. Dexter, you know all about coming in hot. Zach? You're no better. You're no better, my guy. Come on. Trying to get a bite. That's good stuff. Looks like it's Italian food for all of us tonight. Hell yeah. Chicken Alfredo. That's good shit. How's everybody feeling out there? Dude, this weed is whooping my butt. Oh, man. I wish, dude. I'm an old head. Nothing whoops my butt anymore. How's everybody else doing? Everybody in the same boat as Zach right now? Robert McNew! Just eating some chicken Alfredo. Nah, I think I got on the wrong boat. The hardest substance I'm on is cardboard crack. Me, very much so. Are you being serious, 3-Hoen? Or are you making a joke? Because I thought last time when LJ was joking about being in China, he was joking, but he was serious. So I'm like, shit, you actually missing a boat, my guy? Sorry, I'm gonna down this just so. Don't clip that. I'm gonna down this just so it's easier to talk about the decks without food in front of my face. Nah, he actually is in China. Wild. Would you like to check out my Kirk? Yeah, if you submit it, dude. We do only Patreon members and YouTube members. Just because when I didn't do that, there was like 100 decks, and I was like, that's way too many. Haha, Nick buying it so hard. Dude, I buy anything anyone says in chat. There's no way to read tone. So I'm just like, yep, 100%. My grandpa asked me about that the other day. He was like, you and your brother, you both say 100% and for sure a lot. Why is that? I was like, I just want to let the person that I'm talking to know that I heard what they said. He's like, it's just funny because I noticed a lot of you people, a lot of your generation say that. He's like, I noticed a lot of people that are your age say no problem either. And he's like, well, I didn't assume it was a problem. And I was like, that's hilarious. And I was like, well, we don't assume it's a problem either. You know what I mean? I'm more of assuming I'm being a problem. So I'm like, listen, nothing on my end. This was a good interaction when I say no problem. I be a member. Yeah, submit that Kirk deck, dude. Alright. Oh, well, got a bubble. I'll add it to the queue. When we played TTS the other night, it was 8:30 in the morning. I could not imagine waking up and instantly getting into a commander game. Yeah. That's pretty rough stuff, actually. What a trooper for playing, dude. Early morning Madge. Specifically early morning commander. If it was early morning draft or like sealed, that's a vibe. Get some coffee, open some packs. Damn, he has a point. I think it's our generation's way of assuring something. Yeah, like that's what I was saying. I think it's coming more from our end of being like, no problem. Thank you for saying I did something good. This is killer, by the way. I don't know if you could tell by me smashing it, dude. What y'all eating on? What'd you have for breakfast, lunch, or dinner today? Okay. Damn. That was good as hell. What's good, Jonah? Just finished my chicken Alfredo. I had a buffalo chicken pizza for dinner. Ooh, yummy. I notice I never say you're welcome. It's always no problem. You're welcome just sounds more like, yeah, you're lucky, I'm nice, or something like that. That's, dude, you brought up my response. I forgot what I said to him exactly. I literally said the same thing where I was like, you're welcome sounds like it's like, pompous. No problem is like, this is a mutually agreed on thing that just happened. No problem. All right. Do I have any Alfred on my fade? All right. Deck number 1 is an interesting one, submitted by Coastal Your Face YouTube. And they submitted a Sanar Innovative First Year list. And let me see what their little submission form says here. Robert McNew. No. What? No for what, Robert? Okay. His submission form, Sanar and friends using Sanar innovative first year as commander. Strategy / theme is clones. Power level optimized casual, win condition, exile clone legion, and a ritual with Sanar to copy my opponent's board turn 6 or later. Favorite interaction, copy a combo. Okay. What do you hope to get from your review? To show off your deck, to get some new card recommendations, and to raise the power level of their deck. And they are a Patreon member, so huge shout out to Coastal Your Face YouTube for the support. And I took a little sneak peek before we started this. You might notice there's 78 lands in here. Yeah, we really want to hit that Clone Legion. So let's take a read of our commander here. 2/2 hybrid is it for a 2/4. At the beginning of your first main phase, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non... Is my music too loud? I don't think it is. Just sounds like it might be loud enough to come through my thing. At the beginning of your first main phase, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal X non-land cards, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control. For each of those colors, you may exile a card of that color from among the revealed cards, then shuffle. You may cast the exiled cards this turn. Yeah, it's a little louder today. Okay. Turn it down a little bit. So yeah, at the beginning of your first main phase, you just start revealing cards off top. It's an is it deck, so the number of colors you're going to have is 2. So you're going to reveal off top until you hit 2 cards, right? 2 non-land cards, where X is the number of permanents you control. Yep. And then for each of those cards, you may exile a card of that color. So you get 1 red card, 1 blue card. So the idea is you're going to exile off the top of your deck until you hit one of the ritual effects, like Earring Crag Feet, what is that? Infernal Plunge or Inner Fire. And then you hit the blue spell, Clone Legion, and then you clone someone's board. And then he said his favorite thing to do is copy the combo, which I don't understand exactly what copy the combo means. Hopefully he's in chat so we can... Holy thesis statement card text. Yeah, dude, that's why it took me twice to read it, because I was like, oh my gosh, dude. Ridiculous. Luckily, there's not many cards to read in the deck, so all the text went on to Sanar. So that's fun. This feels very risky, right? Because you just... Let me see. Let me run a little playtest. Let me run a little playtest here. I don't think we keep that. Oh, I guess we keep anything because it's just him. So sure, back to that hand. We will keep this. Land. Opt at the worst time we could have gotten an opt. Sanar. And then we have to wait a rotation, but then we'll raise the rotation. And then we'll use his ability. We'll reveal cards off the top until we reveal 2 non-land cards. Faithless Looting. And a Clone Legion we can't play. So then we just lose the Clone Legion. That's like our whole game plan right there gone. What's up, Alex? How we doing? See, like that was rough because now we hit Clone Legion and there's nothing we can do and we just lose it. And then that's our whole game plan. We need some backup game plans in here, right? There's no way you just go for that every game. You got to do some other stuff. Goblin Electromancer, our instants and sorceries cost 1 less. Gutter Snipe, whenever we cast an instant or sorcery, it does 2 damage to each opponent. The Stormcaller's Mentor reduces cost again. Big Score, draw 2 cards and discard a card as an additional cost to make 2 treasure tokens. Chaos Warp, good removal. Consider is good card fixing. Frantic Search, good card fixing. High Tide, good, what do you call those? He called them, he said it in here and I couldn't remember. Ritual. Good ritual effect, kind of. Is it Charm? What does this one do? Non-creature spell, 2 damage to target creature, draw 2, discard. Good card fixing and pseudo removal and protection. Open the Omen Pass, 2 and a red for a instant, choose one, add 2 mana of any one color to your mana pool. Spend this mana only to cast creature or enchantment spells. Creatures you control get +++ until end of turn. What's the point of open the Omen Pass? You can only use it for creature spells. I think Open the Omen Pass can go, because you can't even use it for the creature part. Like you can't play this and then play Clone Legion with the mana. And then buffing your board for 1/0 is like kind of like a Cody deck. Yeah, a little bit. I think it just needs some. You need some more ways to win. Opt is good mana or card fixing. Clone Legion, 7 and 2 blue sorcery for each creature that target player controls. Create a token that's a copy of that player. This is their main way to win. Energy tap, 1 blue for a sorcery. Tap target creature you control. Add an amount of colorless mana equal to that creature's casting cost to your mana pool. So we're doing that to hit our commander with it, and then add 2 mana to accelerate us by 1. So yeah, play to Clone Legion on turn like 6 or turn 7. No, 8 with energy tap. Faithless Looting's good card fixing. Grape Shot. I don't think you need Grape Shot because the deck as a whole doesn't run enough spells to make Grape Shot worth it, I don't think. To play your commander earlier, maybe? Maybe, but then what are you tapping to play it earlier? Because you have to tap a creature. Who is the second commander, Nick? Who's the second commander? I'm not sure. And then we've got the other ritual effects. We've got Infernal Plunge, Inner Fire, Ironcrag Feet, Ponder, Preordained, Seer Visions. These are good card fixing. We need to dial this in. This needs to drop a bunch of these lands. The 78 land gimmick is funny, but like if you want to play this deck and actually upgrade it, like what were you hoping to get out of this? To get some new card recommendations and to raise the power level of it. Okay, so definitely start by accepting that the land gimmick's probably gonna have to go. I mean tonight's second commander. Oh, sorry, I was locked in on this deck. Kenessos, Priest of Thassa is our second commander tonight. So it's a Kraken, Leviathan, Octopus, Serpent deck submitted by Alex. Holy crap, dude. That's you. That's fucking you. Okay. Start by dropping a bunch of these lands. Wait, so is there no way to cheat Clone Legion? We're just supposed to pray someone doesn't win or kill us by the time we get it turn 9? That's, yeah, I think essentially yes. And there's definitely better stuff you could do, I think. And I understand that if that's your gimmick, but like, let's be honest, buddy. I don't know if this is going to be firing off how it is. You know what I mean? So like, let's see. Deal another hand. Let's play test this one. We'll play a mountain. Faithless Looting. Draw 2 cards. Discard 2 cards. Discard 2 islands. Next turn, play an island. Next turn, play an island. Next turn, play an island. Play our commander. Pass. Play this. Reveal cards until we hit 2 non-land cards. High Tide. Grape Shot. So we play High Tide, we play Grape Shot, we deal 2 damage to the opponent. And we lose all this. And then we go to our next turn. And we do it again. If someone lets it stick. To hit a Chaos Warp. And a Stormclaw Mentor? Okay, so I think you could do the same exact thing you're wanting to do, which in my heart of hearts feels like it is play reducers and then play giant spells late game that are doing cool like cloney things. I think you drop the land gimmick immediately. You go down to 38 lands. That'll give you 40 open slots in this deck. And you could do some way cooler cloning spellslinger stuff. And everything you'd be hitting with Sanar would just be value. I think we need to take Buddy back to the Tolarian Academy with this brew. Something don't seem right here. Yeah, we got to take him back to the Academy real quick. Okay, so he's wanting to do big clone effects, a clone deck that is Spellslinger. So what suggestions do we have for that, boys? Here's what I'm thinking. I think you run a ton of instants and sorceries that can make clones, if there are any, if there are enough. You run instants and sorceries that can make clone or token copies of opponents' creatures. And then we work from there. So, like, let's see, something like... They're all creatures you control, which sucks. Like, mirror match would fit into this, like, kind of board-wide copy effect, like, gimmick you want to lean into. It's not as good. It's not as good in your deck. Oh, wait, you can play it until end of turn, though. So with your commander, this could almost, like, make some of your stuff evasive. That's not great, though. This is a tough one. The blue-red flip commander from Lorwyn is great. What's the name on that one? Yo, how's it going, guys? What's up, Lunar? Yo, what's up, Lunar? Okay, like realm sketching is going to be good. Create a token that's a copy of target creature, land, or artifact. Boom. You can copy your opponent's best thing for 4 mana. That's doing what you want to do. I like that. Supplement form, return target creature to its owner's hand and put a copy of it into play. Love that. That's going for what you want to do too. You're exiling your... It's also removal for your opponent's stuff and you're getting a copy of it. Great. Sahili's Artistry. 6-drop, create a token that's a copy of something, an artifact or creature. Invasion of Arcavios, the new Prismari, the inspiration. Oh. Yeah, the Prismari that gives everything storm. Yeah. That's going to be good. By the way, Nick, we could still go for the style/combo they want to win while still adding cards. We just have to add colors to our commander. There's some stuff in mono blue that adds colors to stuff. Why do we want to add a color to our commander? Oh, so we can find more cards. But what if we hit one of those color cards, though? Then it's like... I don't know. Haha, damn, Johnny just beat me to it. Are you aiming for one big explosive turn for clones or lots of incremental turns? If the former, you could combine threaten effects to make more clone options. I'm not sure for 100%. This is a deck submission from Cone Stole Your Fate, or Stole Your Face. Oh, what is that? Cone Stole Your Face. I was reading it Coastal. Coastal Your Face. That's hilarious. So they say that it is a exile win condition, exile Clone Legion with the commander, and a ritual effect with Sanar to copy my opponent's board turn 6 or later. Which we need to be doing more than that in the deck. So I think adding some of these clone effects that can like target creatures, anybody's stuff seems really good. Like this one, Elminsters. For each opponent, you create a token that's a copy of a creature they control. Love that. Sakashima's Will. Target opponent chooses a creature they control, you get a copy of it, or you turn your whole board into a copy of something. Blue Sun's Twilight's not bad because you're running the ritual effects, so you might be able to get this off for like a bigger amount and then bounce, and then gain control of target creature and create a token copy of it. Like effects like that, I think are going to make this better. By the way, guys, I'm making an MTG video that I think I might post. Hey, Alex, hell yeah. The quality is probably pissed, but I'm gonna try anyway. Dude, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear, baby. What's this little dude do? Oh, it's a creature you control. That's really cool artwork, though. Mass manipulation? Gain control of X target creatures and or planeswalkers. That could be something. Like adding a little theft package to this deck could be interesting. Oh, thank you so much, Yorsum. It is supposed to be you guys. You could do like a theft sub theme. I think that's not bad. What's the one where you swap boards with somebody? I thought it was like mass something as well. Mass polymorph. No. What is it? It's 2 and 2 blue. It's a sorcery. Opponent. Each. Control. I don't know. Blatant thievery is not bad. You guys know which one I'm talking about? This commander could do some nonsense with Mirror of Fate. Mirror of Fate. 5, sacrifice Mirror of Fate, choose up to 7. Is this what you're talking about? Then exile up to 5, exile. Wait. Sacrifice Mirror of Fate, choose up to 7 face up exiled cards you own. Exile all the cards from your library, then put those cards on the top of your library. That is kind of funny in this deck. If you accidentally throw something away, you can be like all out going for it this turn. Yo, Dan at Legendaries on Saturday, Nick, if you're down. Dan at oh, okay. Dan, is that a format? Is that the blue fish guy? Is that what that is? Reigns of Power. Oh my gosh, thank you. When did you say that? Saturday? I'll come out Saturday. Or tomorrow. Sure. What time? When are you guys gonna be there? I don't have a deck or anything, but I'll come kick it. Reigns of Power or something like that? Yeah, Reigns of Power is totally it. Untap all creatures you control, and all creatures target opponent controls. You and that opponent each can gain control of each other's creatures until end of turn. Those creatures gain haste. You could hit this and then swap your one commander for a whole board of stuff and then smack someone to wipe them out. This is another good option. I think running a bunch of cards like the stuff we're talking about, like the gain control stuff, the theft, the clone instants and sorceries, stuff like Reigns of Power. I think all of this is going to make your deck play way better. Reigns of Power is one of my favorite combat tricks. It's really, really good. I think that spell you're talking about was cast in a game I played last night. Can't remember the name. Dan is so goated. Or Don. Are we going for clones and copy effects now? I think so. I think we're going for like cloning our opponent's stuff, copying our opponent's stuff, and like thieving our opponent's stuff in mass is how I would recommend you going with this deck from this point on. Just because I know like this isn't gonna work. Like maybe a couple times. Maybe a couple times in your play group this will fire off and do its thing, but like they need to have creatures, and then at that point you have the same creatures they have, so it's just you've broken even. So you need some more effects like the stuff we're talking about that I think will really put this deck over the edge. Hell yeah. By the way, I have no idea what Dan is. Can someone explain? It's something with a fish, I think. I'm not sure. Leaning into theft, mob rule could be good. Mob rule. Oh, mob rule is great. 4 and 2 red, choose one. Gain control of all creatures with power 4 or greater, or gain control of all creatures with power 3 or less. So just gain control of everything until end of turn. Anything you want, all the good stuff. What up, Nick? Work got zesty for the first 90 minutes. Came to chill with the cardboard knowledge. Hey, hell yeah, Patrick. Work got zesty for you? That's all right. Sometimes it gets zesty. Yeah, we copy and stuff. I will be there at 12. I gave the store to Dan so anyone can play it if they like. Hell yeah. Cool. I don't know if I'll be there at 12. I'll be there a little bit later. I'll probably come kick it around like 3 or 4 if that's cool. I don't know if you'll still be there though. If you will, I will definitely come kick it. Hulking Metamorph. What does this do? 9 for an artifact, 7/7 prototype for 2 and 2 blue. You may have Hulking Metamorph enter the battlefield as a copy of an artifact or creature you control, except it's an artifact creature in addition to its other types, and its power and toughness are equal to Hulking Metamorph's power and toughness. Copying our own stuff is going to be... We're going to have to run like a few of those. Not a bunch though, because we're mainly going to want to copy opponent stuff. Tempted by Oreek. 1 and 3 blue sorcery for each opponent. Gain control of up to 1 target creature or planeswalker that player controls with power 3 or less. Or mana value 3 or less. There's a lot of strong shit you could get with that. Are you kidding me? Alex KVO. It's a high strategy format where 2 players share a deck. Oh. I did not realize that. 80 card deck, 2 players, 1 deck. Control the stack in the top of the library and try to win about it. Oh, I'm gonna suck at this. Clever Impersonator, Shadowkin. 2 and 2 blue, 0/0. It enters the battlefield as a copy of any non-land permanent. That's perfect. Shadowkin. 3 and a blue, 2/2 flash. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player mills 3 cards. You may exile a creature card from among the milled cards and have Shadowkin become a copy of it. Sure. Hitting any of this is great. If you share your deck with your opponent, its only way to win is using the creature Dan to deplete your opponent's life total. Play tons of spells like Mental Note and Brainstorm, etc. Interesting. Agent of Treachery, of course, especially if you can clone the shit out of him. Insurrection, maybe. Helm of Possession, if you want to take a single high-impact thing and then clone it over and over again over multiple turns. That's a good point. Agent of Treachery is definitely going to be good in here. 5 and 2 blue, 2/3. When it enters the battlefield, gain control of target permanent. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 3 or more permanents you don't own, you start drawing 3 cards. Sure. Memory Lapse is one of the... Oh, hold on, I missed a couple here. Insurrection. Yeah, untap all creatures and gain control of them until end of turn. They gain haste. That's a good board, or not board, game ender. It's an insane card. Memory Lapse is one of the main spells, not Mental Note. This format seems panic attack inducing. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh gosh. I was expecting this would be good in Taval for Shadowkin. That's hilarious. Why do you say that? I just think anything that has to do with big, like a lot of thinking and Magic, like makes my brain short circuit. I tried to play the Doctor Who Precon and I was like, zzz. It's like, I don't know. I just want to like resurrect stuff early and smack face with it. Stolen Identity, we love Cypher. Four and 2 blue, create a token that's a copy of target artifact or creature, and then Cypher. Yeah, if you've already cloned or stolen something with evasion, you can just Cypher it onto that. I don't hate that. I say you make this an actual deck. Like, instead of the gimmick, I think you add the mana ramp, the mana rocks, the card draw, the removal, and like the stuff that you need, and then you add some of these effects we're talking about, and you turn it into a theft, clone, stealing, shisty little deck that's just stealing everyone's stuff. I get that, but panic attack is now how I describe it. We're very different, my friend. Him asking me to come out to the shop was panic attack inducing. But we say yes to things. We try to say yes to things. I guess anything different from standard, modern, and commander sounds too far for me. Yeah, that's interesting. I love Sealed's like one of my favorite things on the planet. I love Sealed. Shadowkin makes every player mill 3 on upkeep, and then it becomes a copy of a creature you choose to exile with it. Yeah, Shadowkin's great. I think we talked about that. But yeah, in Taval, I'm not sure. There's just so many things that I already want to go into Taval. I don't think that one's going to make the cut. Show and tell so we can steal the things they cheat into play. Oh, that's funny. I actually really like that. That's funny as hell. You just have everybody put their best thing from their deck into play, and then you're like, and then I'm also going to make a clone and then take that. I'm being a little ironic. And yes, mana rocks are a scam. For real, for real. Mana rocks are a trap. I've broken free from the Matrix and don't play them anymore. Interesting. Mana rocks are a trap. Maybe they are, dude. Maybe I'm just late to the party. What else are we thinking for this list? It's such an interesting list. Like, maybe a couple... maybe not. I was gonna say some ways to copy like the instants and sorceries opponents are playing, but like even that, I'm like, what if we hit into that with our commander though? That sucks. Blue braids then? Yeah, why not? If we're gonna do show and tell to cheat stuff into play, run this. Then you just infinitely get cheats and you just start stealing all those things. Also, Soul Ring is not ramp, it's fast mana. Oh. Nick, check Discord for a moment, please. My thing is like pixel off. That's really funny. that better? I can't tell if I fixed it. That's really funny, though. I have to hide after saying that because the Matrix will come after me for sharing it. Yeah, dude, they're gonna come after me, so I appreciate it, dude. Great. Yeah, I think that's the way you go with this deck, dude. I think you add some of the stuff that you would run in a normal deck, and then add some of these clone effects for the opponent stuff and some of these theft effects that we've talked about, and you just pop off with Sanar every turn and just start hitting like, oh, I hit a clone effect and a theft effect. I'll copy your best thing and I'll take your best thing. And that works perfect with your anthem effects, or not anthem effects, your ritual effects you've got here. Because if you can hit one of these and get some like big mana, great. You know what I mean? I think you fixed it. Hey, we fixed it. We fixed it. We fixed it. We fixed it. Anything else you guys think should go in here? You guys agree with me, right? That like the land base needs to change. Like we need to. I think it needs to turn into an actual deck instead of the gimmick. Shot by fives. Oh god. Oh god. Why did fives do that to you, dude? Do I just send in a Moxfield link? We do only YouTube members and Patreon members. The lowest tier is like $1 a month. You can submit with like a deck submission form. The only reason I do that is because there was like over 100 submissions when it was open. So I was like, it's way too many. Stolen strategy. Oh yeah, that could be good. This is the enchantment. 4 and a red enchantment at the beginning of your upkeep. Exile the top card of each opponent's library. Until end of turn, you may cast spells from among the exiled cards, and you may spend mana as though were any color to cast them. Yeah, that's perfect for this deck. Chaos Wand. That's a good one. 3 for an artifact, pay 4 and tap it. Target opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile an instant or sorcery card. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost, then put the exiled cards back on the bottom of their deck in a random order. Scrambleverse. 6 and 2 red for a sorcery. For each non-land permanent, choose a player at random. Then each player gains control of the chosen permanents for which he or she was chosen. Untap those permanents. Yikes, that could be fire in this deck. Yeah, throw in a little chaos ender right here, dude. Why not? I like that. I think this deck's already being like a way cooler build. How likely is this deck to hit a storm count? Because Mind's Desire could go crazy. Ooh. I think Mind's Desire is at least going to go off for like 3 most turns, which I think is enough in a theft deck to try it out. Especially because I think it's a little bit like, probably like power bracket like lower 2, the play group. So like I think Mind's Desire is probably going to be fine. Mizzix Replicate Rider. Oh yeah. 4 and a red, 4/5 flying. Whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, you may pay. Wait. Oh, because you exile with your commander. You may pay 1 and a blue if you do copy that spell. Choose new targets for the copy. Yeah. A copy of a permanent comes in as a token, so you can get double your clones, double your theft effects. You might even consider swapping this out as the commander and just going all in with the clone and theft effects with Mizzix. That would be really, really cool. Mizzix's Mastery. That could be good. 3 and a red, exile target card that's an instant or sorcery from your graveyard. For each opponent, or for each card exiled this way, you may cast a copy without paying its mana cost, and it's got Overload for 5 and 3 red, meaning you can target all of your instants and sorceries in your graveyard. Charred Foyer, Warped Spade, Foyers. Warped Foyer, 3 and a red for an enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn, and then Warped Space is 4 and 2 red for a same thing, enchantment. Once per turn, you may pay 0 rather than pay the mana costs for a spell you cast from exile. That's very good in here. You've got a lot of big, like 6-drop plus banger spells. The room on the left of this card, completely off topic, reminds me of those rooms in Fallout New Vegas you walk into, where like the houses are empty. There's like little kitchens. There's a little upstairs you can walk in. I don't know why that reminds me of that. This is great. You get to play all your big stuff for free. Wait, Nick, this is another mirror room deck. Well, of course it is, dude. Everything's a mirror room deck. 2 in a blue, when you unlock this door, create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except it's a reflection. And then when you open Fractured Realm, if a triggered ability of a permanent you control would trigger, it triggers an additional time. So you get 2 of your commander triggers. Yeah, you get a token copy of something when it comes into play. That's doing all the stuff. Ride of the Dragon Caller? Ride of the Dragon Caller. All right. 4 and 2 red enchantment. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. Oh, there's that crack, dude. You hear that? You boys hear that? This is very good. I think it's a little outside of what we're trying to go for with the deck, though. If we're stealing stuff, could be fun to throw in a perplexing kind. Oh, perplexing would be fun in here. 4 in a blue, 3/3. When an opponent casts a spell, you may exchange control of Perplexing Chimera and that spell. If you do, you may choose new targets for the spell. Yeah, so this thing's going to get passed around the table like, who knows what kind of reference I could make with that. Feels kind of win more. Perplexing Chimera or Ride of Dragon Caller? Ride of Dragon Caller does feel a little win more. It is very good. The dragon, yeah. What's that video of that old lady where she's like, you ever tried, I can't remember what she asked. You ever tried, what was it? You guys know what I'm talking about, the meme where the old lady walks up to the girl with the camera? She's like, have you ever tried blank? Was it blank? Yeah. Yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about. I was not serious about the dragon thingy. It is goofy on intention. Very, very goofy. I still think it's good. Like if they would want to run it, I wouldn't be like that's bad. I don't know if it goes inside the theme. Fairy Artisans. Three in a blue, 2/2 flying. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, create a token that's a copy of that creature except it's an artifact. Then exile all other tokens created with Fairy Artisan. So all your opponent's stuff, you just get fresh new copies of it. Sure, you have to sack the last stuff, but like that's going right in theme with this deck. That's great. Love that. Yeah, I think you add all these. This thing's a way even cooler list. Arcane Bombardment, though? Is he cooking? When you cast your first instant or sorcery spell each turn, exile an instant or sorcery card at random from your graveyard, then copy each card exiled with Arcane Bombardment. You may cast any number of those copies without paying their mana cost. Oh, that's a dirty card from right downtown. I'm gonna flick it on the ground, the tabletop, whatever is around where we're playing Magic at. Yeah, that's how it sounds. I'm a something. Aboleth Spawn, is that the one that copies ETB abilities? Because I really like this thing. This is something I was considering running in Vault just because I like it a lot. 2 in a blue, 2/3 flash, ward 2. Whenever a creature entering the battlefield causes an ability to trigger under an opponent's control, you copy that trigger and you get to copy target new things with it. It's so good. Feels like another win more card. Expensive for the effect and takes turns to set up. The free spell one. It is very risky, high risk, high reward. I definitely agree with that. March of the Machines lets us mess with artifacts as well because we're mostly stealing creatures. It also shuts down treasure tokens. Each non-creature artifact is an artifact creature with power and toughness equal to its mana cost. I don't know how much interaction we have in our deck with that. It is good because you could wipe treasure tokens and clue tokens and blood tokens and everything like that off the table. But I don't think we have enough synergy in our deck to justify it. I do like March a lot, though. March is so good in that one girl, the Demir Clue girl, where it goes infinite. Yorsum says, wait. I'm thinking that it might be good since the deck's power level is so low anyway. It's so risky. True, that the high risk red enchantment might be good in a low power pod because it's gonna fire off if it sticks. I've been looking for a card exactly like March of the Machines. Oh really? Yeah, it's very good in the Demir Clue girl. It goes infinite with her. Whenever a creature you control dies, you get a clue. That's it. Boom, infinite sex. Okay. We're going to move on to the next deck, folks. Our second deck for tonight is submitted by Alex KV, who we've got in the chat here. Say hello to everybody. And he has submitted a Kenessos. We'll find out. Priest of Thassa, and we'll see what he has to say about it here. Lord of Varna, Kenessos, Priest of Thassa. Strategy theme: using Kenessos to cheat out big sea creatures to bash face with sea creatures. Cool. Power level: optimized casual. Win condition: basically every single one of my big sea creatures. Love that. Favorite interaction: having Serpent of Yawning Depths on the field with spawning Kraken. Okay. To show off my deck, they hope to get the ability to show off their deck. The ability, jeez. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. What do you hope to get from your review? To show off your deck. To get some new card recommendations. Nailed it. What type of member are they? They are a YouTube member, so big thanks to Alex. So let's take a look at this commander and what it does. Henwo. Oh, Henwo to you too. Monstrous Vortex. I think this is another Mirror Room deck. Yeah, if you would scry that many cards +1 instead. So then you do that twice. But then a lot of these have activated abilities too. And you get to copy one of your big Krakens. Mirror Room's just good, dude. Okay. Kenessos, Priest of Thassa. Or Kenessos. Kenessos, we'll find out. Do the same loop of jokes, dude. 1 in the blue for a 1/3. If you would scry a number of cards, scry that many cards +1 instead. Pay 3 in a hybrid, either blue or green. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a Kraken, Leviathan, Octopus. I played against this deck, I just remembered this. Or Serpent creature card, you may put it onto the battlefield. If you don't put that card onto the battlefield, you may put it onto the bottom of your library. So you're just cheating massive stuff into play for 4 mana and setting the top of your deck with scries. So let's do this in order here. I want to talk about the scries first. Is there a scry option here? Scry. So we want to fix the top of our deck because we're going to be revealing big creatures off the top. So counter spells like Anti-Cognition will let you scry 2 at the end of them. Aqueous form gets you evasion as well as scrying you 1 whenever the creature attacks. Artisan Sorrow, removal with scry. Brainstone sets the top of your deck. Brainstorm sets the top of your deck. Brain Surge sets the top of your deck. Dissolve scries. In Search of Greatness, at the beginning of your upkeep, you may cast a permanent spell from your hand with converted mana cost equal to +1, the highest converted mana cost among permanents you control, without paying its mana cost. If you don't scry 1, like that. Join Exploration is a good scry 1, card fixing. Opt, Ponder, Preordain, all great card fixing. Retreat to Coralheim gives you a scry on landfall. Scroll Rack lets you put your hand back on top of your deck so you could set that way. Sensei's Divining Top lets you look at the top 3 cards and rearrange them. Serum of Visions lets you draw 2 scry 1. Sigiled Starfish scries you. Thassa scries you. And what's this guy's name? Thresius definitely scries you. So we got plenty of ways to set our deck. Well, what are we setting the top of our deck with? Well, massive sea creatures. I feel like I have one more crack in my neck, so I'm going to try to go for it here, see if we can get it on the mic. Because I can feel it in there. I can feel it brewing in there. Nothing. I can feel it. You ever get that? You can just feel it. No, actually, I've never heard of it. Is it a room? Oh, is it a room? We'll have to introduce you to it right now. You get a clone when you unlock the 3-drop side, and you get double triggered abilities when you unlock the other side. Just for the 3-drop clone. Oh, I know. I'm joking too, Alex. That's why I'm doing the hammed up Boston voice here. Well, let me introduce you to this. I am pulling it up though because I realized I did not pull it up when you recommended it right there. You little goober, he's trolling Nick. Dude, I'm trolling too, dude. Sometimes Nick gets a little jabs in there. Come on now. Come on now. Give me a little bit more respect than that. What are we cheating on top of our deck? Big sea creatures. So stuff like AC, 4 green and a blue for a 5/5. You get to play additional lands. When lands ETB, you get to draw cards. Deep Sea Kraken, 7 and 3 blue for a 6/6 that can't be blocked. You could also suspend it for 9 turns to get it out for free. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if Deep Sea Kraken is suspended, remove a time counter from it. Love that. Hullbreaker bounces non-land permanents and spells back to people's hands. Inkwell is a giant, evasive, self-protecting beater. Coma spits out a bunch of 3/3 coils. Coma spits out a bunch of 3/3 coils. Marionette of the Frost becomes a copy of any of your Leviathans, and it's a changeling. So this is great because it also can be cheated into play and then just be a copy of another big thing in play. That's really good. Oh yeah, I haven't showed you the Gabagool room. That's what I gotta show you real quick. That'd be so funny if I actually like had a big long game where I hired Scryfall to make that fake card, dude. I'm like, check this out. Peep the Gabagool room. It's the pictures from Discord of you eating Gabagool. Just, oh man, they got you. They got you in 4K. Marionette's awesome. I love that in this deck. Scourge of the Fleets, 5 and 2 blue, 6/6. When it enters the battlefield, return each creature your opponents control with toughness X or less to their owner's hands, where X is the number of islands you control. Sure. Serpent of Yawning Depths, 4 and 2 blue, 6/6. Krakens, Leviathans, Octopus, Serpents, and serpents you control can't be blocked except by Krakens, Leviathan, Octopus, and Serpent. Jeez, that's very good. What was your favorite interaction? Serpent of Yawning Deaths on the field with Spawning Kraken. So the one that makes all your stuff evasive. Oh, and then a guy that spits out 9/9 Krakens. Yeah, that'll be a good win right there. Sin Unending Cataclysm, 5 a green, a blue, 5/5 flying trample. When it enters, remove all counters from any number of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. Sin enters with X/1/1 counters on it, where X is twice the number of counters removed this way. I wish Sin had like Ward 1. I think this could use a Ward 1. When Sin dies, put its counters on target creature you control, then shuffle this card into its owner's library. Can you put this back into your command zone instead of shuffling when you run it as your commander? He is showing me the Gabagool room. Gabagool reality. You got a favorite Pokemon, Nick? Oh yeah, I got a favorite Pokemon, dude. Do I have a favorite Pokemon? Only my dude. Only my guy. Only my dude. Hahaha. Kind of generic, but I'm thinking Chomping Changeling is always nice in a tribal deck if you're wanting more interaction. That's a great suggestion. If it's not in here already, you can just cheat this into play if need be. If you hit it, you're not mad necessarily because you can just get removal. Yeah, I see the vision, but I'm kind of going for player removal here. That's hilarious. I don't need removal if I'm just smoking people. It's fair. When you have this many big things, fair. Spawning Kraken, 6-drop, 6/6, that whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you create a 9/9 Kraken. Storm Surge Kraken is a 5-drop, 5/5 hexproof. As long as you control your commander, it gets +2/+2 and has. Whenever it becomes blocked, you draw 2 cards. It's kind of cool. Stormtide gives all your stuff Island Walk and turns everything into islands. Summon Leviathan is a 4 and 2 blue, 6/6. I haven't seen this card. Chapter 1, return each creature that isn't a Kraken, Leviathan, Merfolk, whatever. Chapter 2, Chapter 3, until end of turn, whenever a Kraken, Leviathan, Merfolk, Octopus, or Serpent enters, draw a card. I like how they added Merfolk to this one. I think that's cool. Because your commander's a Merfolk, isn't it? Yeah. That's very cool. Sword Coast Serpent, 5 and 2 blue, 6/6. When it can't be blocked as long as you've cast a non-creature spell this turn, or you can cast the adventure side for 1 and a blue to return target creature to its owner's hand. Summon Leviathan is a beast in here. It seems very good. You just get a 6/6 that wipes the board and then smacks face for a couple turns. And draws you cards. That might just be a good blue board wipe. Am I wrong? I just like that as a blue board wipe. Whelming Wave, is that the sorcery that bounces all non-sea monsters to hand? It might be. Let me see if he's got it. Board wipe. Engulfed by the Shore. Yep, Whelming Wave. Scourge of the Fleet, Summon Leviathan. Yeah, those are all perfect. There's a lot of cards designed for this deck specifically. Trench Gorger, 6 and 2 blue, 6/6 flying. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for any number of land cards, then exile them. Shuffle your library. If you do, Trench Gorger's power and toughness each become equal to the number of cards exiled this way. Fix your draws forever and make a big thing. Tromokratis can't be blocked unless the defending player controls. Tromokratis can't be blocked unless all creatures defending player controls blocks it, and it has hexproof as long as it's attacking or blocking. I like Tromokratis. I think it's a cool card. I like that it's a Kraken too. I always thought it was a crab by the artwork, but I could see a Kraken. Zalatayak, the Smiling Flood. 4 green blue, 6/6. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, put a flood counter on target land. That land's an island in addition to its other types. As long as it has a flood counter on it. At the beginning of your unstep, untap each permanent you control with a counter on it. Ooh. That's a very good card. That's a fun commander. I like that. Board wipes, these are all going to bounce non-Leviathan, non-Sea Monster stuff, which is great. Card draw, we got Brainstorm, Brain Surge, Joint Exploration, Garruk's Uprising, Elemental Bond, Opt, Ponder, Preordain, Thrasios, Storm Surge, Kraken, and Serum Visions. Cost reducers, we've got Biomancer's Familiar, which reduces the cost of activated abilities by 2, and the next time a creature adapts, you put a 1/1 counter on it. We don't care about that part. And Trading Grounds reduces the cost of activated abilities by 2. So if we can get both of those out, we can start using our commander's ability for 1. And you don't have to tap the commander either. So, yeah. Counterspells, an offer you can't refuse. Anti-Cognition, Counterspell, Pact of Negation, Mana Drain, Dissolve, Swan Song. We run 37 lands. Some protection, Heroic Intervention, Lightning Greaves. Alex actually is the one that introduced me to Smuggler's Surprise. I'm going to put this in Taval. 1 green for an instant with Spree. If you pay an additional 2, you can mill 4 cards, then put up to 2 creatures and or land cards milled this way into your hand. You can pay an additional 4 and a green to return 2 creature cards from your, or put 2 creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. So if I get big creatures stuck in my hand, I can just cheat them out. And then for 1 additional, you can give creatures you control with power 4 or greater, hexproof, and indestructible until end of turn. So like Heroic Intervention for big stuff, self-mill, cheat stuff into play. Such a good card. Swiftfoot Boots. Ramp package, we got AC, Arcane Signet, Cultivate, Rampant Growth, Mox Amber, Kodama's Reach, Soul Ring, Thought Vessel, Thrasios, Triton Hero. As far as removal is concerned, we got Artisan's Sorrow, Boseiju, who shelters all. Oh no, that's the other Boseiju. Boseiju, who endures. Elvish Mariner, Nature's Claim, Ottawa, Soaring Sky, Pongify, and Swords Coast Serpent. We went through the scry stuff already, and I think that's the end. All right. So do we have any suggestions for this deck? I'm not a pro on sea monsters or sea life, but I'm sure the chat is. I'm sure the chat's got some spicers for you. Trench Gorge is a Reanimator classic. I got the Gorger because I wanted to have a Yu-Gi-Oh moment like Monsters, where I exile all my lands and one-shot someone. Hell yeah. Smuggler's Surprise is so underrated. Smuggler's Surprise. Is that one of these cards down here? Oh, Smuggler's Surprise. I'm just bad with names. I don't even think I read the... I literally am like, name, out the window, what the card does. Oh, yeah. That's how I've always been with artwork. Someone will be like, what does this do? And I'm like, I don't know what that is. And then they'll show me the artwork, and I'm like, oh. That's why I was shocked the other day when I was talking to 3Hoen, because he was going through his deck with, like, text, and then, like, pulling the image up on the side here. And I was like, that's crazy to me, because I use so much of my brain, like, goes towards artwork when I look at cards. Gabagoo Gardener has to go in here because it sounds like Gabagool. Oh, I literally thought you were joking. Is that actually a card? Gooboo Gardener? That definitely needs... Gooboo Gardener? Gabagoo Gardener, dude? I think that goes in all of our decks that run green. Everyone that's been playing Tabletop Sim together, if we don't run this in all of our green decks, there's something wrong with us. We all gotta run a Gabagoo Gardener. The parasite moss that grows in the folds of the Gabagoo's back is highly valued as an ingredient in various potions and medicines and cured deli meats. We'll add that to ours. Mono green staple. Absolute staple. Not even mono green. I'm putting that in Taval, dude. You don't think I'm running Gabagoo Gardener in Taval? You got another thing coming. Why don't you run Buster Sword in this? That seems kind of funny. A equipped creature gets +3/+2 whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player. Draw a card, then you may cast a spell from your hand with mana value less than or equal to the damage. So you could just throw this on one of your Leviathan and then just start smacking. Like, let's say you scried 4 and set the top 4, and you know the top, like, 3 are all Leviathans. You could just be like, Buster Sword with one of my big things that's already in play to draw a card and then cheat the thing I knew that was on top into play, then use my commander and cheat the other thing into play. Just good card draw, and it makes your Leviathans bigger. -50 to deck synergy. I've been spending weeks making your Rocco Rattlesnake deck budget friendly, bro. Also, so glad Psyduck chilling now. Yeah, Psyduck's just chilling now, dude. I'm like covering his eyes. He has a headache, dude. He's sensitive to the light. Depending on how big mana we want to go, Open the Way is a generic banger ramp spell. Open the Way. X into green. X can't be greater than the number of players in the game. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal X land spells and put them onto the battlefield tapped, then the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. So just like a 5-drop, get 3 lands, but like it's not basics, it's just lands. It's pretty good. Fair, fair. Mercfiend Liege, unfortunately not a sea creature, but lets your alpha attack every time and doubles as an anthem. That's crazy that he's not a sea creature. Look at this dude. Actually, horror might be a better descriptor. Yeah, buffs up all your stuff and then untaps all your big baddies during other people's turns. I can't believe there's not an effect like that for Leviathan. That like untaps your Leviathans and stuff during other people's turns. I see the vision. Or 6-drop, get 4 lands. Yeah, 6-drop, get 4 lands. 7-drop, get 5 lands. Wait. No, it can't be greater than the number of players in the game. Oh, players. Sorry. Duh. I thought I was reading, like, my brain was processing that as opponents. Yeah, that's great. Little 3-drop, get 1 mana. I might add Liege for the untap. Yeah, like, honestly, if there's not an effect like that for Leviathans and stuff, like, that's gonna be good in this deck. Trying to think here. This is a weird one. Oh, never mind. It's a Simic deck, so that wouldn't matter. Someone's calling me. I was gonna say River Song. I'm like, because then you could like flip off the top of your deck, but then like draw off the other side. Hello? Oh, hey, I'm live right now. You're good. You want me to hit you back up when I get off? Oh, okay. My bad. I love you too. Night-night. Just my dad calling to say goodnight. What a sweetheart. Momir Vig, Simic Visionary sets you up no matter which spell you cast. Whenever you play a green spell, you search your library for a card and reveal it. If you do, shuffle your library, put that card on top of it. Whenever you play a blue spell, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put that card into your hand. That could be good. I would like to use the green side more in this deck, but I don't know how often we're going to get to use the green side, right? It's super niche, but maybe cards like Peer Pressure or Standardize. 3 and a blue sorcery. Choose a creature type. If you control more creatures of that type than the other players, you gain control of all creatures of that type. It is a little niche, but if someone else has a Leviathan, you can go ahead and snag that up, which is hilarious. I'm guessing Standardize is similar. Is this one with like the goblins in the classroom or whatever? Yeah. 2 blue, choose a creature type other than legend or wall. Each creature's type becomes that type until end of turn. Oh, you could run both of those and then just snag up every creature. That's kind of cool. A 6 mana gain control of everything with those two. Oh, true, because we want green to use our commander to cheat. Yeah, Momir's so good, though. It's like almost hard to say no to him. Pure Pressure is so funny. That is funny. Those two together is actually nasty. Little 6-drop gain control of air thing. Maybe. Because if someone has a bunch of tokens and they all become Leviathans, then you no longer control the most of that thing. So that's a difficult line. Yeah, the trouble is having both at the same time. Yeah, both at the same time, and then also meeting both of those check boxes at the same time, too. Of having the most creatures and having those 2 cards at the same time. I might add both just to nerf the deck a bit. Yeah, if you want to nerf it, that's like a fun nerf. For sure. Because then you can just like snag a random Leviathan that pops up every now and then. And your deck scries so much that like you'll just throw it to the bottom most games anyway. So there might not be a reason to not run it. Just so you can like, because you can just like not use it if you don't want to. Faces of the Past, maybe. 2 and a blue enchantment. Whenever a creature is put into the graveyard from play, tap or untap all creatures that share a creature type with it. Ooh, I like that. Faces of the Past is hilarious. Anyone kills a Leviathan, all my Leviathans untap. Or if any token dies on an opponent's side, just tap all the other tokens they control. That's kind of cool. Tooth and Nail will give you both big value in this deck since you're running a lot of big mana sea creatures. Tooth and Nail would be really good. 5 and 2 green. Choose one, search a library for 2 creatures and put them in your hand, or put 2 creatures from your hand onto the battlefield. And you can do both of those by paying 7 plus 2. So that's pretty good. I do like that. Isn't there a car? Lurking Predators, dude. 4 and 2 green enchantment. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, you may put the card on the bottom of your library. Come on now. Tell me this ain't a Lurking Predators deck, dude. Just set up Leviathans and wait for people to cast shit. I got a good one. I got a good suggestion finally, boys. Sheesh. Holy, okay. Yeah, Lurking Predators, dude. All right, old man. Yeah, dude, sometimes the old man has to pat himself on the back sometimes, dude. Because most of the time I'm like, have you ever ran Grave Titan? Have you tried Sun Titan? No? What about Steel Hellkite? And people are like, no one runs those anymore, old man. I'm like, come on. What if you blink the Sun Titan? What if you blink it? Lurking Predator seems great. There's one that's similar to this that I think does it on your upkeep. Is it like Alone in the Woods or something like that? Or Deep in the Woods? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's an enchantment. It's got a bunch of guys like looking over their shoulders into the trees. Like you can see like a shot of them all looking up. Type green. Type or no, color green. Enchantment. Rarity rare. Top. Library. Whoa, this guy's talking about going alone in the woods now. Dude, I'm all over the place. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Lurking Predators is that one. What's the one I'm thinking of? I can see the artwork. Oh, Lost in the Woods. I told you. 3 and 2 green enchantment. Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a forest card, remove that card from combat. Then reveal the... Wait. Well, that's lame. You just remove creatures from combat if you reveal forest. Kind of a cool card. Not at all what I thought it did. You have disappointed me, Lost in the Woods. Lurking Predators, you shall stay. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent you control left the battlefield, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a permanent, you may put it onto the battlefield. How much you got stuff leaving the battlefield? I don't think Aid from the Cow is going to be that great in here, but that's actually a really cool card. The Fame got, yeah, the freaking Fame got to my head. Now I'm a Fame head, dude. Instead of the old head I've upgraded. Defense of the Heart for sure. During your upkeep, if one of your opponents controls 3 or more creatures, sacrifice Defense of the Heart, search your library for 2 creatures, and put them directly into play. Yeah. Not often, to be honest. Stuff usually stays. Yeah, that one doesn't seem that great in here. Defense of the Heart seems fantastic. Aid the Cow doesn't seem great. Ooh. Holy. Oh, each player. Okay, never mind. I thought you revealed the top 2 cards of your library on that one. Never mind. I was like, oh, this is cool. 2 a green and a blue. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. You may reveal it if it's a land card. Create a 1/1 blue fish creature card if you revealed it this way. Then draw a card. So it's just going to draw you cards anyway. The revealing thing's probably not the best because you're going to have Leviathans and stuff. But drawing a card's not bad. If you would create a fish token, create a 3/3 green shark instead. That kind of is not great. If you would create a shark token instead, put an 8/8 octopus into play. Yeah. That's a cool card, though. I had not seen that. That is actually a very neat card. Ooh. This reads like it might be something you like. Descendant's Path, 2 and a green enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature that shares a creature type with a creature you control, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. Tell me this wasn't built for you, dude. Tell me that's not fucking built for your deck. I'm being careful with draw since it can mess up the top of the deck here. True. How do we feel about mana production in this deck? Growing Rights? Ooh. That's why I have a lot of scry stuff. Fair. Been trying to make a home for Lost in the Woods for a while. Oh, it's such a strange effect. This seems like a... Oh, never mind. Lost in the Woods is the second green one. Descendant's Path is insane in this deck. This is a perfect card for this. Because scry is basically card advantage. True, in this deck. Circle of Dreams Druid. Oh, that could be good in here, actually. The 3 green's a little steep, but adding a green for each creature you control maybe will help you cast Leviathan, but we're not going that wide. Like, we're going to have like a few Leviathans out. And we're cheating them most of the time anyway. And we have ways to set stuff from our hand back on top. As hard as it is to say no to a Circle of Dreams Druid. Journey to the Lost City, 3 and a green enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top 4 cards of your library, then roll a d20. Okay, 1 through 9, you may put a land card from among those onto the battlefield. 10 through 19, create a 2/2 wolf creature token. Yeah, this is terrible for your deck. Awful. Yeah, it's a cool ass pick though. Benthic Anomaly. That's my best pickup line. Girl, you a Benthic Anomaly. 6 and a blue for a 7/8 Devoid. When you cast this spell for each opponent, choose a creature that player controls. Create a token that's a copy of those creatures, except their power and toughness are each equal to those creatures' power and toughness. Except its power is equal to the total power of those creatures, and its toughness is equal to the total toughness. That's a very good card. You just get an absolute unit of a 7/8 and then an absolute unit of a token. I mean, the classic top deck manipulation is Scroll Rack. I don't know if he has that in here. Yeah, he had that. Benthic's great. This is a scary ass serpent to play. You just get a big boy. You get 2 big boys, actually. Eldrazi is pretty racist, though. Oh, yeah. But it's still a Leviathan serpent. It's still got a little serpent left in it kicking around, though. It's fighting the racism. Saying, no more! I'm still a serpent, damn it! Eldrazi do be pretty racist, though. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles the top. Ingest? I don't remember ingest being a mechanic. That one went over my head, I guess. Inside you, there were 2 wolves ag creature. Yeah, literally. I'll pick it up because it's racist. Let's go. I'll run it exclusively because of that. What? Oh, what about Call of the Wild? 2 and 2 green enchantment. Pay 2 and 2 green. Reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it into play. It's literally just another one of your commanders. So if they're hating your commander off the board, having an enchantment, which is arguably the hardest card type to get rid of, it's not bad. Have a little backup plan there. That's neat. Not a suggestion, but I just found exotic pets. Looks interesting. One a white and a blue. Create 2 1/1 fish tokens with this creature can't be blocked. Then for each kind of counter among creatures you control, put a counter of that kind on each of those tokens. This almost seems like it wouldn't be terrible in Rafine to get 2 of unblockable fishes. that I could start throwing counters on, and then move one of the counters I already have on stuff onto it. So it doesn't seem bad. Yo, so I just started Magic for the first time ever, and I'm playing Commander. I heard it's good for beginners. Any tips? Precons are not bad. They're getting better. Like, precons are like getting stronger and stronger, and I think they're designing them better, in my opinion, to where newer players can maybe understand them. Maybe not, though, because the Edge of Eternity one, the lands deck seems like a bit much for a new player. I think I'd wait for Strixhaven to get a precon, because I think those Strixhaven precons are awesome. And just watch content, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I do when I started playing a lot, was just watch every bit of content I could find and just kind of like learn what I liked about the game. Because that's good. That's what's going to be the fuel, you know what I mean? Just whatever you find out you like. Maybe you'll find out you don't even like Commander and you like Sealed, or you like Standard, or you like some other format. Commander's probably one of the more fun ones, quote unquote, to play if you're new. Reef Worm, probably not great, but it fits the theme. Is that the one that just like turns into a bunch of shit? Yeah, when it dies, make a 3/3. When it dies, make a 6/6. When it dies, make a 9/9. Damn. Wait, Nick, it can go into Rafine. Yeah, that's hilarious. Goes into Arna? The evasive fish thing might not be bad in Arna. Just getting 2 unblockable fish that are going to start exponentially growing. That seems really good. I purchased the dragon one from 2023, I think, from Amazon. The dragon one. The gruel one, the red-green one? Is that the one you're talking about? That's the only dragon one I could think of that's around that time. If that's the one, that's a great deck to pick up as a beginner. That's a fun-ass deck. I played against that a few times. It's really strong, too. Number one tip for me, winning is not everything. Play what's fun for you. 100% agree. Like, I've had the most fun sitting in calls with 3Ho and just talking about my Rafine deck. You know what I mean? Like, a big part of the game is, like, just enjoying the card pool and, like, figuring out what you like a lot and tweaking things and changing your approach and stuff like that. And a booster pack. Hey, did you get any fire out of that booster pack, my guy? Did you get any fire? Wait, I can like hear your voice saying that, 3Ho. Wait, Nick, it goes in Rafine. What else are we thinking for this? I think we got some solid ass suggestions for it. I don't want to overspend on cards. I def see it's like a thing that people just buy cards and not even play. To me, that's whack. Totally. I definitely agree. That's why every like six-ish months, like every half year, I've been trying to like go into the card shop with all my bulk and stuff that I haven't used in that 6 months and trade it in just so the shop can use it and I can get some store credit, pick up some stuff I'll actually play with. And that's just kind of been my cycle for the past like year or two, but I totally agree. Watch YouTubers like 33 Elk or Trinket Mage. Be wary of YouTubers called Nick's Lotus though. Heard he's sketchy. That's the biggest piece of advice I could ever give you. Those are great advice right there. Those boys know what they're talking about. This guy just says stuff and reads cards. Oh god. No. Macho man. You can make very fun and very good decks that are cheaper than precons whenever you get to building. Yeah, that's one of my recommendations without being like too like self-pluggy. Check out some of the Lotus precons on the deck on the channel. We're gonna be making a lot more of those. I have a really powerful red. Oh my gosh, I said the only 2 colors that aren't in the deck. What is wrong with me, 3Ho? Black, blue, white deck coming out. That's gonna be sick. It's called Draconic Destruction Red-Green. Yep, the red-green one. That one's sick, dude. That's such a cool starter deck, too. I think that one's great. That's a perfect pickup. Screw you, dude. JK subbing now. And he's like, oh, wait a second. You're Nick's Lotus. Ugh. What else we got? What else we got for this bad boy? Is there any of the things we can station for a shit ton with our Leviathan? to get like an immediate station. I mean, hey, hear me out. Exploration brood ship, you can crew this thing immediately with one of your leviathans, and then once during each of your turns you may cast a permanent spell from your graveyard by sacking a land in addition to paying its cost. Never mind, I thought I was gonna say for free. Hey, never mind, scrap that. You should also test your deck online before building it IRL. Yes, one of the things I would think about is getting Tabletop Simulator on Steam. I've been using it non-stop, dude. It's such a good way. You literally just load your Moxfield list. Moxfield is like an online deck building website. That's actually what we're looking at these decks with. You just copy that link into the Tabletop Sim once you get in game, and it'll just import the whole deck. Don't forget to give Nick your money. No, that is not a necessity, but I appreciate it, Alex. Wrap it up, Nick. This deck's recommendless. No, we got some good recommendations in there. I think we got a little trigger happy with our recommendations. I think we like fired off with a few bangers right off the bat. Maybe Monstrous Vortex. Do you have to cast them with Monstrous Vortex? Yeah, because Discover's a cast trigger. No. Yeah, whenever you cast a creature spell with Power Fiber Greater, it doesn't say cast on the commander, does it? It's onto the battlefield. It's not bad, because you'd be able to cheat into play like other big shit. But it's Discover 5. No, Discover X. I don't think you're hard casting stuff like ever in this deck. If it's firing off right, I don't think you are. Are the booster packs color dedicated, or do boosters have all different colors inside? Like play boosters and draft boosters and like collector's boosters, they all have random stuff inside. There are some like weird pre-con like mini decks that you can buy that have like the same stuff inside of them. Honestly, if you don't want to spend much on Magic, then stay away from boosters, just buy singles. That's a great piece of advice as well that I would also completely back. If you're getting into Magic, the first part is getting educated. So like just like kind of look at cards that you like, how you like playing the game, how you like approaching the game, and then from there like go to your one of the best things you can do is not really worry about what you should do and just go to your LGS and just start. If you have like a local game store close to you, just go in there and ask them for a binder. Be like, hey, do you have a budget binder I could look through? And see if they have like a bulk box or a budget box that you can look through, and just look through stuff, dude. Like, because that's like the best. When I first started playing, that was the best way. Wrap it up, Nick. Can't change perfection. Yeah, I can't fix perfection. The deck's already perfect. Eternity Elevator? Ooh! That's a super interesting one to do in here. 5, you can tap it for 3 colorless, so it kind of fits into the trying to play big stuff theme if your commander gets killed. If it's at 20 or more counters, you can tap it to add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of charge counters on the Eternity Elevator. I mean, that would help you play. But again, how often are we actually hard casting them in here? I don't think very much at all. Oh, damn. Robert McNew, $10. Thank you. You don't have to do that, but that is super nice. Thank you. The OG, dude. Appreciate that. Yo, money. Money. I found on Amazon for $7, pack of 50 random cards, so I got it coming also. I wouldn't do those in the future. As like someone that just started playing, like, and you spent $7 on it, that's not like a big loss. That's fine. But in the future, I'd probably avoid those. A lot of the time, those are just people trying to. I wouldn't say scam, because you might get $7 worth of cards in it. But a lot of the times they're trying to just like pull one over on a lot of people. I like, again, getting informed and just buying singles will be your best thing. Just maybe watch some of my Lotus Precon videos on the channel and see if any of them speak to you. Not maybe even the decks themselves, just kind of some of the aspects of what I'm saying the decks do. Are you on the Discord, Macho Man? Because I definitely want to follow up with some of this stuff. Let me clear my throat. Okay, I'm gonna post this into the chat real quick. If you're not open to not unpack, yeah, that's what they do on Amazon a lot of the time. Nah, bro, I just came across your screen. Your stream. Join the Discord if you don't mind. I mean, if you don't want to, that's fine. But join the Discord, and I'd love to go back and forth with you. Just send some text and kind of see what we're working with, what you like doing, and try to figure out maybe a direction we could go with a deck for you. The Eternity Elevator is definitely interesting. You should find a theme that you like and find a deck that matches it. Yep. They're probably giving you $6 worth of cards. It's just random bulk they're trying to get rid of to profit off. Most of the cards coming in that pack probably won't be synergistic. Yeah, I agree. Again, not a huge waste of money. It starts your collection in a small way. You get like a 50 card start. So really no harm, no foul done at this point. In the future though, I would probably just go with singles. Again, the number one best thing you can do is either go to your local game store and start looking through bulk, or ask for like a bulk binder and start looking through that and just like read each card and like really get into it. And every card you read that you find yourself being like, like make a mental note of that and just kind of build up this self-catalog of the stuff you're trying to do and stuff you like doing. Because that's really all you can do at this point. There's 40,000 cards to look at in this game. I want like a paladin deck, like a holy knight of protection and healing, something like that if it exists. 100% it exists. I like immediately I think of these guys. Alenda and Azor. 3 a white, a blue, and a black for a 6/6 flying ward 2. Whenever Alenda and Azor attacks, you may pay X, a white, a blue, and a black. If you do, draw X cards. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 4 life. If you do, create a number of 1/1 black vampire tokens with lifelink. I guess this isn't really, because it makes vampires, but she's like a badass knight that just like gets you a bunch of vampires that gain you a ton of life. You draw a bunch of cards, gain a ton of life off your tokens. You're running like a knight. But there's 100% a deck like that. Like there's a ton of stuff like that. First card I thought of was Boromir. Doesn't heal, but protects. Boromir is cool. 2 and a white, 3/3 vigilance. When an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell. Sacrifice Boromir. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. The ring tempts you. Boromir is cool. Or there's the one from Final Fantasy. Maybe some of the Helios. Ooh. Like a Heliod would be really cool for you, actually. Like this one's $20, but he's a badass. 2 and a white, 5/5. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on a creature you control. He has indestructible, so he can't be destroyed. You give other creatures you control lifelink, which means when they deal damage, you gain that much life. So there's like a life linking god. That's pretty sick. Anyway, sorry. Do we have any more suggestions for Kenessos, Priest of Thassa? Boromir is my dog. Aragorn is also. Until Wizard of the Coast decided to be silly and change him. The crack is so whack. Yeah, that is weird. But it's whatever. I mean, I'm not like a ride or die fan of it, so I don't have any room to talk, really. Boromir might be a cool... Like, if you really like Lord of the Rings, like, knowing that's really important, too. I would highly suggest looking at the Lord of the Rings set. If you like Lord of the Rings, dude, there's probably some stuff in there that you would dig. Like, yeah, like Aragorn. I mean, like, you don't like the new Aragorn, but when it enters or attacks, you put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. You gain 1 life for each creature you control. That's a really good life gain deck. I love Lord of the Rings. I would highly suggest looking at Lord of the Rings. If you want to go to, on your computer, scryfall.com. This is the website we're looking at. And then look up, I'm going to try to figure out what this is. Yeah, okay. If you want to go to the search bar up here on Scryfall and type in set, I believe that's a colon. If it's not, I'm an idiot. LOTR and then it'll come up with all of the Lord of the Rings cards. I would look through these and just see what you're messing with, dude, because like you're familiar with the brand and the IP, so you'll have an attachment to some of these cards, and it'll definitely help you figure out what you like doing in Magic. Can you mix universes in Magic like TMNT or Lord of the Rings decks? Yeah, you can mix anything. All like 40,000 cards, as long as they're like Commander legal, you can mix them together. Thanks for all the help. Not a problem. Absolutely you can. That is the point of Magic. No one's stopping you. That's the point of Magic. No one's stopping you, dude. You can do whatever you want. So that's what I would do. I would go to Scryfall. I'd type in set:LTR. And then if you want to take it a step further, I would type in type:legendary. And it'll come up with all the legendary creatures that came out in Lord of the Rings. And you'll be able to like look through all these and figure out what you like doing in Magic. Because having the attachment to Lord of the Rings that already exists, that's going to help you a lot figuring out what you like to do. I feel like there's like a Leviathan or something we're missing. Do you have any octopus in here? What's the point of it saying octopus? There's got to be a badass octopus out there. I'm going to organize this by mana value, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, there really isn't a badass octopus, is there? Like, the baddest ass octopus they got is Lorthos. 8-drop, 8/8. When it attacks, you may pay 8 and tap 8 permanents and they don't untap. It's not bad by any means. It's just like, I wish there was a bigger, badder octopus. I'll see how these dudes are tomorrow at the shop. I hope people are cool and down to lend a helping hand and not say crap like, yo, that commander sucks and change your deck. Some of the people there probably will. That's like a given. Game stores kind of suck sometimes with the people. The people that work there, if they're good, should totally just lean into you being a new player and like just letting you look through cards and have a good time. And if they're not, be like, well, Nyx Lotus, and they'll be like, Nyx Lotus, and you'll be like, yeah, Nyx Lotus, he's my dude. Lavinia Azorius Renegade is a really fun and noble and easy for beginners commander. Which Lavinia? Oh, Azorius Renegade. Oh, what? Yeah, totally. The staxiest stacks commander. Don't listen to him. Don't run this evil commander. I was about to type in Abraham Lincoln. I used my Abraham Lincoln to crew my Millennium Falcon. I'll tap my Millennium Falcon to produce 5 blue and 5 black mana to spend 3 of it on the Infinity Stone. One of those is actually real. Why is Black Lotus so popular? It's just the first, like, OP card. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure it was the first card that, like, they came up with. It's just 0 mana, add 3 mana when you sacrifice it. So on turn 1, you're actually on turn 4. When everyone else is on turn 1. If you introduce yourself as new, then most likely they won't run into that. MTG community is more understanding and welcoming. Unfortunately, some people get salty over a commander. Yeah, there's certain commanders that people will be like, ew, too. You know what I mean? Like how I just did with Lavinia. That's gonna happen. But if, like, genuinely, if you like Lavinia, don't listen to my dumbass saying ew. Be like, I like that card. That's the point of Magic. All right, boys. I think I'm going to hop off. I've got quite a bit of editing that I've got to catch up on before we upload for this week. Yeah, I got a lot to do. What time is it? 9:40. Overpowered, rare, sought after. One of the first cards printed. Oh, yeah, for Black Lotus. And by the way, I was busting balls about Lavinia. I hope so, dude. The Lavinia suggestion, I was like, that's crazy. All right, boys. I'm hopping off. I'm going to edit the videos for Sunday and Monday. If you guys had not watched Thursday's upload, I know it hasn't been like that big of an announcement like on the actual channel or like piece of information. We are uploading on Thursday now. We have an editor that edits one of the videos a week, so now we've upped to 3 uploads a week. So we do upload on Thursday. So I did upload yesterday. If you guys have not seen yesterday's upload, I would go give it a watch. It is a video talking about how I would build the brand new Witherbloom commander from the new Strixhaven spoilers. So yeah, go give that a watch if you don't mind. If you want to submit your own decks and you are not already a YouTube or Patreon member, consider becoming a YouTube or Patreon member for as low as $1. Helps me out a ton, and you can submit your decks for these weekly deck reviews. Huge shout out to Robert McNew for the $10 donation. That was incredibly nice of you, my guy. I will see Alex KVO, 3 Hoen, AC Macho Man. I hope you get some good information and join the Discord, my guy. Please, that would be really cool to help you out. Moonities? It's kind of cool. Alex KO, 3 Hoen. Robert McNew, the freaking boy. The absolute Chad in the chat. Moonities, 3 Hoen. Dexter Kennedy. I forgot about Dex, my man. Oh, I didn't see Tyler up here. My bad, brother. Tyslerer. He said, my buddy and I spent hours brewing a deck today. Damn, I didn't see you, my guy. That's the best feeling ever. When you just sit around and make decks with somebody, it's actually so fun. All right, let's go back down here. Good stream. Have a good night. See you guys. I hope I was any help, Alex. I hope we got some good suggestions here for you. Zach and Yorsum were also here tonight. Yeah, Zach and Yorsum. Thank you, 3 Hoen. Appreciate you. Hope you guys have a good night. I'm gonna go grab a coffee because I'm gonna be up late editing. My face is red as hell right now. Was it this red the entire stream? Or did I become more red as we went on? It's probably my color scaling. My color scaling is way off, dude. Maybe I am this red though. I'm hot as hell right now. Look at me. I'm steaming. You can see steam coming off the top of my head right now. Nah, you're just blushing because you love us like that. No, I'm not. Stop it. Stop. No, I'm not. All right. Enough with the mid-eastern goodbyes where I'm halfway out the door and I'm like, well, anyway, did you hear about Becca? I got to get out of here. I just got to scoot, boot, and boogie. Hope you guys have a good night.